Assalamualaikum. This is video demo about code review and penetration money tracker for our group sentriX. My name is Rahana binti Rahman and another team members is Siti Nur Aina Firzana and Nur Aina Syafiqah. First demonstration is about code review. For the code review, vulnerability for registration.php is in this registration code. The password is stored in plain text, which means in unsafe in the database is very compromised. Next is the user input like email, name and password directly inject into the SQL query that's making it vulnerable to SQL injection. In this registration code, also they have no CSRF protection and no error handling for database connection. That's if the connection fails, the script continue and cause the error for this code. Next is login.php vulnerability. In this code, there has the problem is the password. The password stored and compared as a plain text. Next, the vulnerability is the SQL code. In the SQL, the user input indirectly injected into the SQL query that will be get the attacker to log in without validate credentials using SQL injection. Next, in this code, there also have no input validation. That means email and the password will not validate. It's another malform and a malicious input. Next is they have no brute force protection. That is you will get attacked because the unlimited login. Last for the code review is a transaction.php. In this code, there has several vulnerabilities. First is SQL injection vulnerability. The problem is user input is directly injected into the SQL query. The risk of this vulnerability is attacker could log in without the validate credentials using SQL injection. Next is there has no input validation. The problem is the item and the amount and the type. There's a memory and the expected string. Also, there has no login. The problem if the query fails is the error recorded in display. Also, they have no CSRF protection. Anyone can submit data if they know the form. That's all for the code review.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nur Aina Firzana. So I will be demonstrating a SQL injection attack on a money tracker website. For this demo, we are using an open source tool known as SQL Map. So it's designed to automate the process of detecting and exploiting SQL injection flaws in web application. So all the command used today will be executed through command prompt. In step 1, we run our initial command by entering a basic SQL map syntax, which is this command. So this allows SQL map to analyze the target URL and identify if it's vulnerable to SQL injection. So as you guys can see here, the command is processing and scanning the URL parameters to detect any loophole. So here, the post parameter password is vulnerable is saved. So that means the vulnerability is confirmed. So once the vulnerability is confirmed, we proceed to step 2 with the next SQL map command, which is this command. So this command is more specific. We might use it to list the available database, table or extract information depending on our goal. So the output reveals the internal structure of the money tracker database, which is this include database names, table names and even sensitive user data. So this highlights how dangerous and unprotected input field can be. In the final step, SQL map can be used to extract actual data by using this command. So the actual data such as user credential, emails or transaction details. So this step demonstrates the full potential of an SQL injection attack if the system lacks proper input validation. As you guys can see here, the SQL map show the user data, which is email, names, and password. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nura Aina Syafiqah. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate how a well-secured website handle common attacks such as SQL injection and SSS, cross-site scripting. Okay, firstly, SQL injection is a technique where an attacker tries to manipulate website database by inserting SQL code into input field, like the email or password field. While SSS, cross-site scripting, is when an attacker tries to insert a script, like JavaScript, into the website. On an insecure site, this attack can lead to unauthorized access, data theft, or data corruption. But well-secure websites have defense in place to prevent this from happening. Okay, so this is the login page of the website looks like. It consists of email address and password for user to log in. Okay, firstly, I will attempt an SQL injection attack. This is when an attacker tries to bypass a website login by injecting SQL code into its input field. Here, I enter the payload, input the email and password field and click login. As you can see, the site doesn't grant access. It displays error message and refuses access database information. This shows that it using prepare statement and input sanitization to block SQL injection attack effectively. Next, I will test for an XSS, cross-site scripting vulnerability. In this attack, an attacker tries to run a script in a site page that tries submitting a simple payload. As you can see, no alert pop up. This site tracks the input as plain text and doesn't execute the script. Okay, next I will insert the SSS payload into the URL. As soon as I try to access this link, the site returns to forbidden error page. This is a sign that the site has secured. Okay, next is register page. Okay, this page is designed to collect the user information such as name, email address, password and confirm password. And click the register button to complete the registration process. Okay, next we go to dashboard page. At the top, we can fill the form to add a new transaction. First, choose whether it is income or expense from the drop-down. Then enter a short description in the text box, for example, test 3. Next, input the amount, for example, I put 200 and click on add transaction button. Okay, then just below the form, the system automatically update and display the cash balance based on the income and expense recorded. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.